What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread here with another news from the 6th Report. And this week we're going all the way over to the West Coast, over to BC, where 5 people have been shot and killed in the last 48 hours. Now, the first story comes out of Whistler, BC, where 2 people were shot dead and 2 suspects arrested after a Whistler Village shooting. Now, they're saying that this is a gang-related shooting as well for the conflict over the lower mainlands over there in BC between the Bindi gangs that have been going on over there. And then the second shooting was over there in Langley, BC. Now, before I continue this story here, I need y'all to do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that share, and make sure to share this across all your social media platforms, and make sure to hit that like button so this gets pushed up all over the YouTube space. But let's continue the story here. Now, the first one that I'm here looking through is via CBC News. There's 2 suspects killed in Whistler, BC. Now, just to give some quick context of Whistler, BC in comparison to places like Vancouver and Victoria and different places like that. Vancouver obviously is more of the big city type of vibes when you go down to the British Columbia. But when you're talking about Whistler, Whistler is like a ski resort type of place. I've been there on tour. It's not a really busy place. It only really gets busy in the winter time during the ski season. However, there is people who live in the area, and apparently there seems to be some gang activity in such a lowly populated area. So I'm going to just go through a few things that I found here in the CBC report. It says police say that 2 are dead and 2 suspects have been arrested after a shooting at the Mountain Resort in Whistler, BC on Sunday afternoon. And I've been to that resort actually. All right. Inspector Robert Distra, the officer in charge of the Sea to Sky RCMP, said officers were in patrol when the report came in just after noon of shots fired in Sundial Hotel in Whistler Village. They found 1 male there, obviously deceased, and a 2nd male in distress, said the officer. Efforts were made to save the man's life, but later declared dead in hospital, he said. Officers followed a vehicle on Highway 99, stopped near Squamish, where I've also been to, by the way. Squamish is a very small town, not a lot of people. I would say just probably a couple of thousand people at most, okay? And 2 people were arrested in connection with the shooting, the officers also said. The Integrated Homicide Investigation Team has taken over the investigation with help of British Columbia Anti-Gang Agency and Combined Forces Special Enforcement Unit and others. All right, so this is a crazy case that's going on right now. 2 confirmed dead in this shooting in broad daylight. And then the second article is from earlier this morning, and this morning being Monday, July 25th, when I'm recording this, there says 3 confirmed dead, including suspects after multiple shooting in Langley, BC. Langley being another small town that's over there in BC. Okay, and the article reads, 2 victims are dead and 2 others are seriously hurt after a series of shootings in Langley, BC prompted emergency alerts to the public on Monday. The suspect was later identified and shot dead by RCMP, ending a series of attacks police believe were targeted at homeless people in the area. RCMP were called to the downtown core of the city of Langley and the neighborhood township of Langley for report shootings in the early hours of the morning, according to the statement. 4 victims were shot. 1 man was found dead by the Langley City bus loop at Logan Avenue and Glover Road. Another man was discovered dead at a nearby Creekstone Place supportive housing project. Police also found a woman who'd been shot near 203 A Street and Fraser Highway. She was taken to hospital in critical condition. RCMP issued a blaring direct to cell phone emergency alert to the public of the description of the suspect and possible suspect vehicles before 6:20 a.m. in Pacific time. It's the 2nd time in the past year that the Alert Ready system has been used for an active shooter scenario in BC. A man matching the suspect description was later found near Willbrook Mall at 200th Street and Langley Bypass. Police shot and killed him after an interaction, the statement said. A 4th victim with gunshot wounds to the leg was found nearby. Now, this is a crazy incident. I don't know what's going on in the water over there in British Columbia right now, but over the last 48 hours, there have been 2 active shootings, 1 a gang shooting, and 1 from right now, it seems to be very random or, targeted towards homeless people when it comes to this one here. So I don't know if you would call this or label this under a hate crime or whatever, but let us know in the comments what you think about this below. Is BC getting crazier than Toronto, or has it already been? For the people who have been to Vancouver, we know there's a heavy drug problem over there when it comes to the heroin and a whole bunch of other things. And the people who haven't been there from Toronto haven't really seen it. So we don't really know sometimes how crazy it can be. But I've been there and I've seen how really mad it can get. So let us know in the comments, all right? Best comment gets pinned to the top. Hit me up on all my social media platforms at Friday Ricky Dread, that's DRED. For everything else We Love Hip Hop related, hit us up on our website, welovehip-hop.ca. And if you want to book some time to do a podcast or book an event, hit us up on our Instagram page, Visionary Art Center. This is News from the 6, where we hit you with that real Toronto shit, and I'm off this. Deuces.